Are the New York Giants about to trade Kayvon Thibodeaux? And will Sonny Styles, the freak linebacker who just put on a show at the NFL Combine, will he be the pick for the New York Giants at number 5? We're going to break all that down on today's show as you're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. And I am your host, Marshall Green. Still in Indianapolis, not at Radio Row right now, but back at the Airbnb. And after seeing what Sonny Styles just did and what we've heard today about Kayvon Thibodeaux, I had to get you guys a video. So this is why you subscribe. Hit that sub button. We put out free videos every day on the Giants. And no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, when there are things to talk about with the New York Football Giants, we're going to do it. Let's start with Kayvon Thibodeaux. We'll close with Sonny Styles. Is a Thibodeaux trade about to go down? The chatter at Radio Row, the chatter at the NFL Combine all week long is that the Giants are open to trading Kayvon. And this kind of goes back to when Joe Schoen spoke to the media here in Indianapolis on Tuesday. He said that Kayvon Thibodeaux is going to be a Giant right now. Like right now, he's a part of the plan, and right now he is a New York Giant. He didn't fully stand 10 toes down on it and say 1,000% Kayvon is going to be a member of this team. Joe Schoen also admitted that Kayvon's name was very popular at the NFL trade deadline. He said multiple teams called him. So that tells me that the New York Giants have at least one, thought about trading Kayvon Thibodeaux, and two, could potentially be open to do so. He's on his 5th-year option heading into the 2026 season. There is no guarantee that he's going to put pen to paper to stay with this football team this offseason or when that contract ends. And the New York Giants have to be thinking down the road. They made that move at number 3 overall last year for Abdul Carter, and they made that blockbuster trade for Brian Burns a couple of seasons ago. And with Kayvon Thibodeaux having close to a $15 million cap hit this year, the Giants have to ask, is it best for them to spend that amount of resources on an edge 3 for this football team that has major needs at major premium positions? Connor Hughes of SNY Today saying, per sources, Kayvon Thibodeaux is a player the Giants are listening to offers on, and belief from teams here at the Combine is that he will eventually get dealt. He said, I do not get the same sentiment on Dexter Lawrence. The staff loves him and wants him. So there's Connor Hughes, who is tapped in, saying he thinks and has heard that the chatter is that there is a potential trade going to happen. We have also heard from multiple other sources that Kayvon Thibodeaux could be on the move. I don't think it's going to be a shock to anyone if he is dealt this offseason. The question is, what are the New York Giants going to be getting back in a deal? What is the trade value for Kayvon Thibodeaux? Well, we saw today the New York Jets trade Jermaine Johnson to the Tennessee Titans in return for T'Vondre Sweat. Could it be a potential player-for-player trade for Thibodeaux? A team that has been linked to Tibbs since the NFL trade deadline is the Chicago Bears. And reports are coming out surrounding Chicago that there is trade chatter around DJ Moore. We've talked about that. I am open to some sort of Kayvon Thibodeaux for DJ Moore swap. I'd like to be getting a 5th-round pick back attached to DJ Moore, considering Thibodeaux is a much younger player. But I like the idea of adding Moore, a guy who I think is a legit wide receiver 2 in this league. I think another name to monitor from the Chicago Bears was actually 3 players. Gervon Dexter, their interior defensive tackle. 6'6", 312 pounds. He was a 2nd-round pick, number 54 overall in the 2023 NFL draft. He's heading into his final year of his rookie deal coming up in the 2026 season, and Chicago does not know if he is going to be a long-term piece on their roster. So a similar boat that the Bears are in, that the New York Giants are in with Kayvon Thibodeaux. So you could see Gervon Dexter potentially be that guy. Solid player, not an elite player. Hopefully there is another level to his game that the New York Giants could go and take him to. But I do like the idea of adding another 6'6", 312-pound guy that can play on the interior next to Dexter Lawrence and potentially help improve this run defense and get some run stuffs as well. We've talked about DJ Moore. We've talked about Gervon Dexter. Keep your eyes on Tremaine Edmunds as well. I have heard some things on Radio Row that Edmunds' time in Chicago could be coming to a close. Some believe he could be a cap-cut casualty and they just could move on from him. But maybe the New York Giants call them up and say, what about you guys send us a fourth in Tremaine Edmunds for Kayvon Thibodeaux in like a sixth? I think that is absolutely a possibility. Edmunds, a solid inside linebacker, does have a really high cap hit if he remains on the Bears. That's why they may move on from him. And with the Giants most likely going to move on from Bobby Okereke, to save some money, they're going to have a need at inside linebacker. I think Edmunds stepping into that same role could make a lot of sense. So keep your eyes on Edmunds, keep your eyes on DJ Moore and Gervon Dexter as well. Look, if the Giants can get a third-round pick for Kayvon, I think they should do it. Anything less than that, I have to seriously consider it and think about what the best is for the New York Giants in the 2026, 2027, and into the future as well. Do you think the Giants should trade Kayvon? You save $15 million. You don't get into a free agency negotiation with him this time next year, and you just better allocate the resources than committing heavy amounts of resources to the edge position. Sound off for me. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let's close out with Sonny Styles, the inside linebacker for Ohio State. He has had a formal visit with the Giants at the NFL Combine. I got to talk to him and ask him about that. Said it was awesome. He just put on maybe the best performance we have ever seen from an inside linebacker at the NFL Combine. Official measurements: 6'5", 244 pounds, 32 and 7/8 inch arms, 10-inch hands, and he killed it in the 40-yard dash, being clocked in at a 4.46. An unreal performance from him. The fastest 40-yard dash of any linebacker. The fastest 10-yard split of any inside linebacker. A 43.5-inch vertical, the highest vertical jump of any inside linebacker, and an 11-foot 2-inch broad jump, the best of any inside linebacker at the Combine. The best vertical and fourth best broad jump ever among linebackers at the Combine, while doing it at 6'5", 244 pounds. Look, I know that they'll say, Marshall, it's the Combine, it's the Underwear Olympics, blah, blah, blah. Well, Sonny Styles also dominated on the football field. He was an elite inside linebacker for the Ohio State Buckeyes this year, and he's a former safety who also played off the edge in the 2024 season. He is an elite football player at a major position of need for the Giants, and I am very confident after asking John Harbaugh and asking Joe Schoen about the run defense. I'm pretty damn sure that they are going to make major investments to beef up that run defense. And adding Sonny Styles as the Mike linebacker to the Giants would be the first step in that direction. That's a guy who ideally is patrolling sideline to sideline on the second level of this defense for the next 8 to 12 years. He is legit. He would bring speed and much-needed speed to the second level on the defense, and he'd give you a captain, a face of the defense. I'm all in on Sonny Styles. I think it would be a great pick. I'm all in on Caleb Downs as well. Got to talk to him today. Like, I was joking with my guy, Billy Beebe. Are you down there, Billy? Shout out to Billy Beebe. He covers Ohio State football here for us here at Chat Sports, and I was like, I'm cool with a Buckeye. Just give me a Buckeye at number 5. Sonny Styles. It could be Caleb Downs, and I'm even okay with Carnell Tate as well. Tate will speak to the media tomorrow. We'll be at that presser. Excited for that one. But Sonny Styles, he steals the show at day 2 here. Thursday night, or I guess today's day 3. I don't even know at this point. Day 3 of the NFL Combine. Sonny Styles steals the show, and he is 1,000% in play for the Giants at number 5. And if I was a betting man, which I am, I would say that I would put the most money probably on Styles being the pick at number 5. Like Styles, Downs, Tate, and then maybe Maui Noah or Fano, an offensive tackle. that's kind of where I see the New York Giants going at this point. If you want the Giants to draft Sonny Styles, hit that thumbs up icon. He's got a Hall of Fame name, which means that he cannot be a bust in the NFL. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. I'm going to refresh my timeline and see. I think we just got the relative athletic score on a scale of 1 to 10 just dropped for Sonny Styles, and it's a 10.0. He is in the 100th percentile of athletic testing in the history of the NFL scouting combine for linebackers. He's a freak, and I'm hoping that he's wearing big blue. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that sub button. Lock us in. Again at the combine tomorrow. Going to be our last day. You're not going to want to miss it. Sub, and let's go.